Hey, what's up, what's happening, and what's going down? It is your boy, the Ruxman, coming at you guys live and direct today. Guys, been holding off on it. We got to get the PC build done, but before we do that, we got to, unbox this motherboard. Today, we're going to be looking at the EVGA Z170 Stinger. Let's jump right into it, y'all. So first up, why did I pick this motherboard? The EVGA Z170 Stinger. This one is, I think, what is it called? A mini ITX motherboard. Mini ITX board, and I want to attempt my first console size build. Something small enough that it can fit under the TV stand without looking too much like a PC. So I don't want to exceed the size of, let's say, the original Xbox One. So that's what we're going for. But anyway, without further ado, let's jump into the unboxing. Okay, guys, so you know what we like to do. We like to take a look at the box first, get a quick look at it, see what everything is. Nothing real special happened here. It's a little dusty, had it sitting around. EVGA Z170 Stinger is using the Z170 chipset. For the guys and girls at home who don't know, that is the Skylake, so that's going to be the 6600, 6600K, 6700, 6700K, and quite a few of, I think those are the 6th gen, correct me if I'm wrong, processors from Intel. Nothing real crazy on the side. What are we saying here? It has the EVGA GUI BIOS. Nobody cares about that. And some other good stuff. Flip that over. A lot of good stuff happening over here. Key features, I'll let you look at them. I'm not going to read them all off because you guys don't really care too much. But off to the side, one other thing. There we go. Nice and neat. You know what time it is. X-Acto knife for surgical precision. We go into the patient. Now, this, if you watched any of my other motherboard videos, EVGA has thrown me for a loop this time because every other motherboard that I've ever unboxed has never had any type of seal on it. No plastic, no seal to break. You just literally open up the box and there goes the motherboard. But EVGA said, I'm putting plastic on mine, and will I be damned if they didn't also put a seal for my girl Susan to break into right here with surgical precision. They can't keep us away from it. Bam. You know what? You know what? You know what? Because I know you guys like to see it at home. I'm doing it on the other side too. Oh, there we go. Let's put this away. Safety first. All right. Let's dive right into this. Now, I'm pretty excited to see this board myself. And one thing, and you guys at home, check this out. Before you touch a motherboard, always ground yourself. I'm going to go ahead and ground myself right now. And I'll be right back. All right, so I'm all grounded. You could do like touch the back of your computer's power supply while it's plugged in. That's one of the quickest ways to do it. You could do all kinds of different methods. Touch a piece of metal, whatever. But we're working on a non-conductive surface, so we shouldn't have to worry about anything after that. Let's take a look at this. Let's get it all opened up. Let you guys see it first. Right there. Can you see that? How's that look? We got that good old-fashioned EVGA manual. It's got a disc. Now, I love these little case badges that they come with. I'll take it out of there because I know a lot of videos will show you stuff, but they don't take it out so you can see. That is the case badge that EVGA gives you. So when you build it, you can pretty much advertise for them. But it's still cool. It's still cool because I like putting stickers on things. Who doesn't like accessorizing, right? Let's put this off to the side because this disc is probably outdated at the time of making this video. Now, speaking of, at the time of recording this video, on EVGA's website and a couple of other websites, this motherboard goes for $169.99, $170. I don't recall what I paid for it because I did it some time ago. But the first thing we got here is a M2 transfer card. Says right there on the package for you guys. It's in there. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know what this is. So somebody knows, it's in there. M2 transfer card. So next piece. All right, so we got some SATA cables. Nothing really magical about SATA cables. Everybody's seen one of those before. SATA is tomato, potato, whatever you want to say. All right, you know what? We got an IO shield. It looks like, I'm going to open this one up so you guys can see it. Certain stuff you don't need to open because, you know, it is what it is. If you haven't seen it before, that's, you know, I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. Anyway, but this is a nice one. These are one of the nice ones without all those little prongs on the back. So I know when you're shopping for motherboards, one of the things is you'll find a board that you like, and then you get ready to put it together and it has that cheap little IO shield. That is not the case. EVGA, thumbs up on this IO shield. I love dealing with the ones with the padding on the back. Really, really nice touch. So guys, buy with confidence so far is what I'm saying. All right, next thing we got here, what does this say? A IO cover. So it says IO cover. It's gonna probably cover the IO because it does that. So we're gonna open that up. We'll take a look at the IO cover. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, okay. It's like a little shroud that goes over the IO. This is pretty cool, and it even has a little EVGA motherboard thing on there. Excuse my ring scratching against there, but that's really cool. I like that. It has a set of screws inside of there for those of you who are anal and like, he didn't show me the screws. Those are the screws. Those are the screws. No screwing around. Anyway, these is I'm starting to see that I'm doing like no nonsense unboxings. How about that? Let's move this over to the side and off to the back, and we're gonna get to the real star of the show. Nothing else in the box, people. There you go. Box is empty, but the box is really good for a non-conductive surface. Even though we're on wood and we're not really worried about it, we're gonna show the people at home, in case you have a metal table and you're working with one, how not to destroy it. Don't ever place it on top of this bag. This bag is meant to keep static out, so meaning it's not going in, but you're not using the inside to sit it on. You're sitting it on the outside. That side is not protected. So I hope I explained that good. But they've got all kinds of warnings. Attention, electrostatic sensitive area. Do not enter without proper electrostatic safety equipment. Blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna do it one more time because we just touched a whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna diffuse myself one more time for y'all. All right, bam. Should I bring Susan out? Nah. I ain't gonna use Susan for this. I ain't gonna use her for this. We gonna just, already, I'm gonna tell you like this. Already, I kind of get a cheap look at it first because I just seen it from the side. This board looks really, really, really nice. It's the itty bittiest thing I've ever seen in my life in terms of boards. This is pretty much like if you ever go inside of a motherboard from a build from, like, let's say you go to Best Buy and you buy just one of those builds. These are the boards they usually use, either the mini ITX or micro ATX, but this is even smaller than that. Let's just kind of go over the board. I'm going to zoom in, get some better angles, and then we'll cover what's on this board. Okay, guys, so we're going to start going over this board from the left side, going clockwise all the way around, trying to cover it. I changed the lighting so that we get some better light. So I'm just going to spin this around a little bit for you. Now, I'm not going to be going over capacitors and everything like that. That's, nah, you could, if that's what you're into, go do that. So we got the sound, of course. We got an optical connection right here. From video, we have our, what's this? HDMI and the other one looks to be a display port. Let me lift that up so you guys and girls at home can see. 2 USB 3.0s with the NIC interface right there, Ethernet, whatever you want to call it. Looks like we have a total of 2, 4, 6, 8 USBs on there, 6 of which are going to be USB 3.0. The other 2 look like USB 2.0. We'll have to do our research and find out later. But let's spin the board around and look at what else we have going on here. So first thing up top, we have a fan header. So right up here, I don't know if you can see the pin. There we go. We have a fan header. All right, and now next to that fan header, we have a power connector. Let me zoom out a little bit so you guys can see. So this power connector right here, they've covered it up, but that is where you would put your 8-pin power connector. I'll go ahead and cover it back up. I don't know why they protected theirs. No one else does. We have yet another, that's the CPU fan header right there up top. We have a little, what's this, the debug codes that come up right there. I can't remember the name of that little LED thing. We have another fan header here for the chassis fan. As you can see, says it right there nicely, chassis fan. We go over to the side, and the EVGA has really taken some care to cover up the DIMM slots. So we even got some notes here. So let me see if I can get this for you guys. It's saying single channel is on slot 1, dual channel is slot 1 and 2. So basically, if you have just one stick of memory, you're gonna put it on that slot that's labeled 1. If you have 2, you're gonna do 1 and 2. So really nice of them to include that. Usually you have to look into the motherboard to find that out. Other thing is, we'll cover CPU installation. So that's the socket right underneath here where you would put your CPU, central processing unit, for those who don't know. All right, we have here, looks like just a little heat sink. This is where that shroud is going to go to cover this up. That'll look really nice, and at the end of the video I'll kind of backtrack and put it on there for you so you get a good look at how it looks. But we got SATA connections right here. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll find out the total at the end. Looks like our front panel connectors are right down here to the side. I'll kind of zoom in for you. So there are our front panel connectors. We don't have the best light, but you can kind of see it says HD, LED, RST, CFP, all that good stuff. We'll kind of shift over here and zoom back out. We have our PCI Express lane. Because it is a mini ITX build, it is only one PCI Express lane. So that's going to be your graphics card or whatever else you plan on putting in there. More than likely, you're a gamer. You bought this for gaming. This is going to be a graphics card. Maybe it is a multimedia PC. Who knows? Anyway, we do have a USB 3.0 header right here. So you can put in USB Type 3 right there. So that'll connect to your front panel connector. So over here, we got another. Okay, so I couldn't get good light on it, but you can see this little connector right here. It's a little CFPA connector. Do not ask me what that does. I do not know. I won't pretend to. So I'm doing this video for you guys. You guys are supposed to know. Some of you won't. But most of the time, I'll be honest with you, I've never had to use that. That looks to me like a regular USB 2.0. I don't know why it's labeled that way, but maybe it's not USB 2.0. We got USB 3.0 right there, but what the hell? Unboxing, right? So that just lets you know, if I can talk about it, you guys stand a chance at building it. And this is why I do these videos, so you guys don't get overwhelmed. You don't need to know every single thing on the motherboard to build the PC. I'm sure there's some things I missed, but let me get that shroud and put that on it for you so you see how it looks. Okay, so this is the shroud. I would have to assume that it goes just like that because the screw holes line up. That actually does not look bad. Does not look bad. So that's just gonna just about do it right there. Hey, one last thing. Check this out. Remember that M.2 transfer card thing? So I've unpacked it out. This is it right here. This is the little device. It basically goes right into that little slot behind the battery. Stands up right there. I'll put it off to the side and I'll point at it so you guys can see it. This little slot right there. Son of a... Alright guys, so that's going to do it for the unboxing of the EVGA Z170 Stinger Mini ITX motherboard. One thing I did leave out is the DIMM slots. You can hold up to 32 gigabytes of memory, so 16 per slot. Not 32 each slot, 16 and 16. 32 and 32 is 64, people. Do the math. Anyway, if you like this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button down below, as it does help the channel out tremendously. If you got any comments, leave them in the section below and holla at your boy. Anyway, you know how we do, people. Follow us. Social media links down in the description below. Hit that subscribe button if you ain't already did so. And as always, in true Ruxman fashion, slow down, but never stop. Ruxman out. Love you, baby. Mean it.